All right, guys, it's September 8th. Day's finally here. We are headed out this morning for Colorado. DIY muzzleloader elk hunt. Pretty pumped up. Meeting my uncle about an hour out of town, and we're gonna carpool up there. It's gonna be me and my uncle, and then my cousin and his dad. So it's like a distant uncle. We're gonna ride up together and then hike in together, and then we're gonna split off, be there till next Saturday. So we won't hit the trailhead till the morning, so we'll be hunting for about 7 days. So should be a good week. I'm excited about it. Just excited to be in the mountains, some cool weather. Got the fly rod, hopefully hit some small streams and get some brook trout, and hopefully kill an elk. I don't know what all is going to happen, but I know it's going to be a good time no matter what. So, getting on the road.
Before people push.
All right, so we just got to camp, got the horses unloaded, and the Wranglers hooking them back up and taking them out. So we're here for the next 7 days. So catching our breath, and gonna go get some water and get a tent set up here. It's gonna be a fun week. Got everything set up, 2 full-size cot, some Tyvek to keep things dry. Fixing to get the wood burning stove set up. All right, we've had a good morning. It's 11 o'clock. Throughout the week, I'm not just gonna do a bunch of interviews and talking. Just random footage of stuff we see, things we encounter. Saw a bunch of mule deer, found some good elk sign. So feeling confident. We got a rainstorm coming in and the thermals are starting to change, so we're headed down the mountain. Gonna hike back to camp, but not a bad first morning. All right, so we came down to this little feeder creek, and it's about near impossible to access. I've kind of worked both banks, and you really just can't get down to the holes. So I found one up here that I haven't fished yet. See if I can catch a brookie out of it. But might have to do a little bit more hiking to try to find some better fishing water. So anyway, we'll try it. Just gonna try a little parachute Adams. Normally that dry fly on unpressured fish normally catches me something, so we'll try this little hole real quick right here, and if we don't catch anything, then try to find somewhere else in the next couple days. Pretty little brookie, just a tiny little hole. We took the parachute Adams. I'm gonna get you to strap it to my back. All right, so we just got back to camp. It was a good day. We had a couple good encounters. At one point in time, we had stopped and made a few calls and didn't get any reaction. It's kind of still hunting a little bit. That's kind of how we do it. Just not bugling a lot. We're on public land, and everybody's bugling, so just still hunt with cow calls. And anyway, one little area we stopped and called and nothing, and gave it 10-15 minutes and eased forward, and then had a bull blow out of a bed with a couple cows. Ran like 60-70 yards up above us. It was too thick to shoot, but a good encounter. And then a couple other just good sign and stuff. So anyway, getting close. Hopefully we're getting keyed in on where they're at. Daniel and Andy spotted a bull. They glassed a bull this morning that they're going to go after in the morning. So still got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So plenty of time to get it done. Anyway, about to eat some breakfast or lunch, whatever, and relax a little bit. Looks like we're getting a little bit of rain. It was nasty wet last night. Just rained all night, so all of our clothes are soaked, boots are soaked. So I'm going to try to get them dried out and just relax a little bit. So that's the update for the day. Don't do a lot of evening hunting just because it's so steep around here, the area we hunt. The thermals will just mess things up for tomorrow. So if we hear a bull or something, we might make a play on it, but morning time into about 1 o'clock, which is what time it is now, is kind of our main time. So anyway, that's it. Third day wrapping up. Well, I guess 2 days worth of hunting, 3 days being here. Elk are being weird, so it's gonna keep searching, being quiet, not hearing a lot of bugles. Been raining nonstop during the day. Wind swirling like crazy, so maybe a front's coming in and they're gonna turn on here, but we'll see how it goes. Dude, we're eating elk heart in camp tonight. Oh my word. All right, we're here for
seven days of hunting, 9 days with travel. And it's me and my Uncle Chris, and then his brother and his son. We've been hunting hard. Me and Daniel both drew bull tags this year for muzzleloader. We're way back on some public land. I mean, way, way back. And we've been hunting hard for 3 days, you know, putting in serious miles, gaining serious elevation, just slow, still hunting. The elk are not talking. We're barely hearing any bugles. So it's been nothing but cow calls, just slipping through the woods, just hitting little cow calls and listening. And on day 3, the plan finally came together. We hit this little finger ridge and we're seeing a bunch of sign. And Chris hit the cow call. We heard a limb snap, and I told him, I said, that was something big. And within 15 minutes, we had 2 bull elk come up to us. And we're trying to find us. And we had to stare off of them for a little while, and finally this guy looped and was trying to get the wind on us, and he came at 65 yards and kind of popped his head up and turned and looked at me, and I just absolutely punched him, just hit him right on the edge of the shoulder. We were a little bit nervous on the shot because he didn't take off like a bull that had just been hit. And the other bull kind of stayed down here, and then Chris told me he was going to stay. Well, I told Chris, I said, stay where I was standing with his orange hat so I could see him, and I eased down to where I thought the bull was standing when I shot. And I got 30 yards, and I saw this big boy laying here. He's not a huge bull, but he's legal. First elk ever. So now the hard work begins. We're gonna get him corded up. We got a long way to pack him till we get to the trail. We're so far back on public land, we rented some horses and rode back in here. So once we get him to the trail, we'll be able to get most of the meat hung and then start packing him out with the horses all the way back to where we parked at, which is over 10 miles. So it's gonna be a long couple days, but I couldn't be more grateful. I'm so excited. Thank you, Lord. This is a dream come true. Been elk hunting for 3 years now. Last year went solo, had some good hunts, couldn't quite make it happen. This year I finally drew muzzleloader, and normally all I really do is bow hunt, but I was completely fine. Public land elk with the muzzleloader, open sights at that. It's a 50-60 yard and in game, and I couldn't be more proud. These elk are so hard to kill. They're so pressured up here on public. But we got it done. I'm excited. Whew. 11:24. Whew. That was a little bit heavier than a deer, but I got everything. And I'm so proud to get this bull. I can't believe the amount of meat I got. I mean, it's awesome. Chris went to go get the other pack frame. He'll probably still be an hour before he gets here. So I'm about to lay on this grass and catch my breath. Thank you, Lord. By the way, a full-grown elk with 2 knives. A fixed blade buck knife and a folding buck knife. And I could have finished that whole thing with this guy, but it was starting to get so much hair on it, I cleaned it up and finished off with this guy. No saws, nothing. 2 knives. Got them all hanging there. Did that sucker by myself, which I've always wanted to do. And got my backpack with the heart, back straps and tenderloins. Give that to whoever on the first load. And then I load these guys up onto the other bigger pack frames. Should be able to get everything back but 1 bag, and then I'll make the trip and come back here and get the last one. Thank you, Lord. Well, this is about to get interesting. There's no way they can get up this mountain with it pouring like this. It's slippery. But I don't want to leave and then miss them and cause that. So we're gonna sit tight. Still up here waiting. Chris isn't back yet with his pack frame and other stuff. Getting pretty cold. My phone says it's 34 right now. And it's just steady raining, so they're finally here. Help has arrived. And the rain cleared out. So hopefully we can get these quarters back down and to camp. What's up, Dan? Slept in this morning, got up, heated up some water, took a little sponge bath, getting things organized. It's kind of nice not having to get up early and go hunt. So Dan and Andy went out. Me and Chris hanging back out at camp. So it's kind of a chill day.
Fresh out.
All right, so it's Thursday morning. It is 7:02, and Dan, Andy, and Chris got up and they hunted this morning. Got 2 more days for Dan to get a bull. I had a good encounter yesterday. I slept in about an hour and a half later than them. Got up and hit the trail with my fly rod. I'm gonna go try out another high mountain stream just to see if I can catch some brookies. There should be some rainbows in there too. That's the game plan for today. I got about a 2.5 mile hike. So just relaxing every time I hit a little opening or meadow, just scanning it, looking for a little while, see if I see a bear, maybe an elk or mule deer or something. So just relaxing. Pretty little brookie. That's what I'm down here for. Look at the colors on him. Reds, yellows, dark greens, some orange. Caught him on a stimulator. Got off. There he is. Pretty little rainbow. Just high mountain streams. Caught 3 so far. 2 brookies and a rainbow. And I just turned around. There's a big old wild patch of dewberries. So hope there's not a bear around anywhere. But I'm gonna pick some of these and head upstream. There looks like there might be a good hole right over this rise. So we'll see. Good little trail snack. Another little brookie. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. I ended up pushing further and fishing quite a few more holes. And of course I turned the camera off just because they were the same size brook trout. And then I started catching some bigger ones at some better holes. And just had a blast. Caught all of my fish on a dry fly, a stimulator. Caught over a dozen on that one fly. Seems like I can always catch fish on it. So anyway, I'm about to eat a snack and then hike back. A couple people have asked me what sidearm I carry, whether it's up here or just back at home hiking or camping or whatever. And I'll show you real quick what I carry. It's a 6 Hour 938 9mm built on a 1911 like frame. It's a good size. I don't carry it for bear or like a bear attack or anything like that, because first of all, pistols don't do too well in those situations. Bear spray is a lot better, but I do carry it for encounters with crackheads or some other situation that does not involve animals. Like I said, if I was hunting a different area that had higher bear population, I'd probably carry bear spray. Last year, the public land I hunted did have a high bear population and I carried spray, but I normally always have that SIG on me just to carry and have it on me. At home, I carry a SIG 365, but I don't bring that out here. This is just a solid gun and fits in my waistband or in my backpack. Can slide in the backside of my bino harness, so it's a good gun. Anyway, gonna head back. I think we're about to get rained on. Been bluebird skies all day. Of course, now they're all walking back. It's gonna open up on me.